Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, everyone's playing right now, so I'm gonna record this and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully not too bad, but anyway, I can't even check the audio level. So anyway, we're on NCS Live, so have no idea what we'll hear, but we'll hear something. Alright, playing expert on my main, not because I want to, but because these holes are kicking my tail. So let's get started. Oop, almost hit Masters. Man, I hate not having chat. Alright, so hole 1, par 4. The wind should be about 7 miles an hour or so. Pushing out. So, Now, if this is like in the past when I used to play multiple accounts in the same tour, if you know, I have about 2,000 extra trophies on this account, so they may up the wind when your trophy count is higher. So we'll see. I'm definitely going to go left and try for the buff rump again. We'll see what happens. Nice shot, dude. Nice shot. 5.7. Well, I'm using a different ball, but the wind looks about the same. Why am I using a Thor? Because of the Shootout. No other reason. I don't want to get all the way down there, and it doesn't really matter if I bounce it off the rocks. It's more or less great proofing it from heading too far to the left, because they all roll down. I think Boomer asked the question on Tommy's stream earlier, is there any rough next to that hole? It could have been Tim Olson, I don't know. One of those two guys. I have yet to get stuck in the rough, and I've actually seen somebody on the top side land in that garbage, and it still said fairway. When I say garbage, I'm talking about the side of the mountain. Okay, my notes on the last one were second shot, 4 rings. But then I watched Tommy do it, and it looked like he used about 3 rings. When I say I watched Tommy, I saw him play 4 different ways, so I can't exactly be sure. We're going to try about 3. But I do have a better ball, so the wind won't be 7. It'll be less than 6, or at 6, okay. So, believe it or not, old school would say go 3 rings. New school says it's 5.8 for 5 rings. And my notes also said to take 2 backspin. Then I saw Tommy take 3. So I took 3 on a practice shot and was short. So his clubs and my clubs don't work the same. Anyway, let's just take 3 rings. I actually hit it perfect, but does it matter? Yes, it matters. Oh, so close, so close. So, 3 rings, guys, 3 rings. If the wind's between 6 and 7, 3 rings. I looked like I had plenty of room in front of it. So even if the wind was a little bit more. And I'm sorry if you don't have any Bandera balls. Kingmaker would work fine. With that crosswind, I don't know, I think I'd choke it all the way back. Just have it fall into the hole. He wants to roll it into the hole. We'll see. Get in the hole. Good job. Alrighty. You know, for some reason, the emojis on tournaments don't bother me at all. Because people are just so excited that they made the shot. You know that it's all in good fun. Now, if the emoji spam you while you're playing, that's going to be worse. But Carl was just so happy he got it in. Alright, so because I didn't bring the extra mile to that hole, I now feel like I have a small advantage, but we'll see. And wouldn't that be funny, guys? This is going to be an hour-long video. I'm talking, I have music, and then when I go to play it back or upload it, the sound is like turned off or something. That wouldn't be funny. Yeah, and that's why I don't go that way, sir. I'm sure that there's somewhere out there in his experience he made that shot. Yeah, I'm in trouble here because this is going to be an underpower shot. Alright, 8.6 is 10. So I think if I overplay it like that, I should be okay. And I did play it where I had to take some of this curl. Wow, guys. Wow. I sure hope this is recording. Yeah, it's a shootout, but you know what? When you get a hole-in-one on this course, it doesn't matter. Boom, baby, boom! Alright, good luck, Carl. Alright, so hole two, ocean ball. Change the ball first, and then I'm also going to check. Let's see, okay, so I'm not at the beginning of a pack. Alright, now clubs. I'm going to go with the rocket, guys. I mean, I just got a hole-in-one with that club, and I'm changing it. Just because I want to be somewhere in the middle of the green, and I don't want it to be a lottery shot. So let's see what happens with the rocket. I'll wait till I get a silver one to start it going there. Hey, Carl, what's up, man? I know he's rolling his eyes going, oh, another 100,000 down the drain. And if he changed clubs, looks like he's possibly going to use that Thor, and he liked what I did. I would say he needs about 7 rings. Right where he's at, and then move it 7 rings. Based on what I just did. And he's moved it about 4.5 to 5. So he's definitely knows his rings, but unfortunately he doesn't know the elevation. Now prove me wrong, sir. By hitting it great. That might work. Man, without that great shot, he'd have been in some trouble. So, he's got his bird. And now I have to start over and figure out what to do. But, at least I can get closer. This is my guardian shot right here. It's really aggressive. Alright, so rocket is 6.8. So we're going to take that extra. At the 5th ring, it's 6.8. So we're going to take that little extra there. At least a ring. And we'll know next time whatever mistake we make. I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm happy with that. Let me write on here 6 to 7 rings. Probably going to be 7, just so I can get it to the hole. And it doesn't get any harder or any easier than that. Aim at the hole, move it over 7 rings. I think the hardest part about using the rocket is changing it back. I'm just cutting the music back just a little bit, kind of make it a happy medium. I like the music. A lot of people that I know like the music, but then there's a lot of people that want to watch it with no music, because I play this quote-unquote god-awful NCS. Or an earlier quote, highly questionable music. But it works for me. When you're uploading to YouTube, you can't just play Justin Bieber. Oh no, they won't let you play him. Not that I ever wanted to. It's just that one song was on NCS, and it was actually a name that people knew. And they didn't like it, so. No more Houston Bieber. Yeah, he's got to get a hold of his rings a little better. Now, I've got to rocket, so I get to practice hole 8. Alright, what was that rocket? 6.8 on the outside. Aim it right there. Back it up just a little bit. I don't care if I'm short. I just want it to stick. Alright, 6.8. So, if I take an extra ring, let's just do that. Kind of in the middle. Wow! First time I've hit it perfect that I can recall. Look at that, guys. Right in the middle. Alright, so that was almost 5 rings. I'll have to remember that. And Carl's gonna go... Oop, don't do that. Carl's gonna go take a breather or something. He doesn't want me anymore. Dude, you might get lucky on the next one. Alright, so hole 3. Change back to the Thor and put the big dog in, even though the big dog let me down. Well, he didn't let me down. I let myself down. I'm putting the Thor in. It's a slightly higher level Thor than my other account, but I still want it for the shootout. And seeing as how I probably won't get to use the Guardian today on a shootout, it's not that important that I have it. And then the ball, I'm just going to go Kingmaker, even though I could probably put a Power 4 ball in. Like Dirty Underwear, Royal Ball. But I'm just going to stick with a Kingmaker because I don't think there's that much added value to the extra distance when I've got the big dog in. Alright, there we go. We can start that one. Alright, hole 3, hole 3. And I'm trying to go fast, guys, because this video has to upload, and if it's over an hour long, you know, it might not load until tomorrow. So we'll see. In the future, when I do this, I might try to record it silently, and then when I upload it, I won't upload it. I'll just play it live while I'm doing it. All right, so you're gonna kind of hit right there. Just keep it on the low. Great. Hopefully I don't have enough distance where it won't get on that island, but I'm definitely in the zone for the island. Start rolling, there you go. If you're short of the island, it will turn and get out of the way. But if you put full topspin on there and power through it, you're going to hit that rock. Sometimes you bounce off, sometimes you stick. Lost way too many trophies in Tour 10 learning how to do it. I should have played Tour 5 all day Thursday, but silly me thought, you know, it's everyone else's first try. Why don't I try it too? And I learned the hard way. So I might go back on Tour 10 sometime this week when I feel more comfortable. I've got to win more than 50% of the time, though, because I lose more trophies than I win. And that's why you don't want to overpower. So now I've got to make this shot so he can still get his eagle. Because man, that rock, I don't think he can do anything with that. 8.1. Alright, big dog is 8.8 when you have 5 rings, and people were telling me to take 2 extra. Just going to aim it to this side too. Alright, so that's about 6 rings. A little bit more, a little bit more. And I hit it great, which totally discounted everything I just did for overcompensating. But no worries. Get in the hole, get in. Oh. Hey, I would have taken that and took all the blame for it. So it was just 1 extra ring. I think I took 2 extra rings and then played it great. Alrighty. So we got our eagle. Things are definitely going better than last time. But, you know, better clubs, better balls, more experience. I do suggest if you have multiple accounts, play your lowest one first. And go up from there. Because yes, you will make a mistake from time to time adjusting the same way. You know, like if you're playing rookie and then you try to play it the same way you play pro, that doesn't always work. But lucky me, I've got 2 in expert, so I get to play the same wins and the same tee. Alright, got our eagle. Let me write second shot is 6 rings. And the next hole, get rid of the Thor. I don't care that this Thor is better than my old Thor. It's short. You don't want to be between clubs. Now, another way to do that is to change balls, so where you don't have to worry about it, but... Oh man, close. Nice try, nice try. But I'm going to stick with the Kingmaker and hope for a little more distance this time. But my 3 topspin is not going to work. I'm probably going to have to add. Alright. 3 holes, 3 down, 3 wins. I'm really not trying to sandbag, guys. That's not my intention this week. It's After watching Tommy play Masters twice, it really solidified my decision not to play it, because those Apox 7s driving the green on hole 1, I can't compete with that. Let's see here. Extra mile. Kingmaker. Check, check, check. Alright, let's go. Hole 4, hole 4. Alright, wind's going to be 8.6 behind me. Or 8.4? It was 8.6 earlier. But it is slightly behind you. So, check your distance. You don't want too much topspin. I consider that too much topspin, but you're so far back. They really did make this hard. So he's got a slide over power. Hit about the right spot. Top spin is just a little too much. So you need to take at least one off. It's so hard to hit that just right with full top spin. Go about that much. I want it to hit there. Wow. Is that right? We need to be at least halfway. Let's slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, so we're in good Saturn range. I hope we're not between Saturn and Thorn, because that just it's the same problem all over again. But I think we're fine. It should turn to Saturn before it gets up to the top of the hill. Alright, Saturn 10, I don't have my rings laid out, but it should play about the same as practice. See if I can go to it while waiting. Alright, so if you go to Golf Clash Notebook, then go to Clubs. Slide down to Long Irons. Slide down to the slide again to the Saturn. Saturn 10, power 3 ball. 9.56 is 10 rings. And I think you want to overplay a ring. Okay. Sorry about the nasty, nasty words on this song, but it's NCS Live, so I don't have a choice. Let's just go 10. Or 5, sorry. 5 rings, 10 mile an hour. And if you aim just left of the hole, one of these days it'll roll back into it. So 10 was just a little too much. Let's see, what was that again? Alright, so 9.5 is at the 5th ring, and I should play it like 4.8-ish rings. We'll see if we can get a little closer next time. If anyone has any questions about how I'm playing rings, just put it in the comments, if and when this ever uploads, and I'll be happy to return your phone call within 3 to 6 months. Alright, so hole 5, keep the extra mile. and keep the Guardian. It'd be easier with the big dog, but as long as I get it close enough. Yeah, see, this is a problem. Wow. There's just nothing you can do here. Alright, we gotta do this shot. Alright, so it's actually 2 top spin. And right about there. And then go back 8 rings. 5. 8. Hit it fast. The 2 top, or the 2 top spin was actually to make sure I cleared the rough. And when the wind's behind you, you don't need it. But by the time I made the decision to use that shot, I forgot. So if the wind's in your face, you got to add those 2 top. So Bobby, this one's all yours, man. Of course, by the way, he's aiming at Billy Goat's gruff up there. I don't know. Now he's going to do a kind of a copy shot, but he learned from my top spin. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, anywhere in the neighborhood, guy, you win. Don't worry about it. Boom! He's still closer than me. So I was way out there. So if the wind's behind you, of course it will be every time on this shootout, just go ahead and take 1 backspin and make sure you clear the rough. You know, if I could have brought my Thor's hammer with me, I would have been fine. But you know, I kind of have to win the hole or you know, make the first hole. All right, so hole 5, extra mile, Guardian, and Kingmaker's fine. Don't have to choose the ball again, so let's go. I think I want Carl back. Carl, where are you? Uh-oh, I'm playing Bobby again. Alright, which way's Bobby gonna go? Which way's he gonna go? Okay, so I learned on the last one not to curl it. Even with all that wind, I did not need curl. Bobby, it's still your turn. I think J-Bone likes to go right, but with that wind, I think if in his expert round, he's probably going to decide to go straight. Just a feeling I have. It's still 4 topspin, but no curl, even though you have that wind, and just try to get the ball to hit in the center of that second fairway patch that he's aiming at. Kind of. As long as he puts some overpower here. The grate won't hurt him. It's almost like he meant to do that. Nice shot, sir. I see an eagle in your future. Alright, so I like to turn mine this way. That's full overpower. Turn it that way so I can see. Full overpower is a little heavy. I don't want it to fall right in that white area. And no curl. Just take a tad off. And the grape might hurt me. It wasn't going to hurt him. Okay, I can get in from there. And even though he has the sniper, look at this. He's so close. Is he going to do it as an overpower, or is he just going to aim it to the right and go for it? I wouldn't think he's far enough over yet. I like to overpower it, put some backspin on it, and then move it over. And if I'm not comfortable with it, I'll go ahead and back up and let it bounce over. So that worked with the great shot all day long. Ooh, no overpower needed. Alright, so I'm going to take it, what I call the double wind. We're just going to go 7.1 rings. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay if it hits right of the hole. And 1 out of 100, it will go in. Yeah, see, I took a little extra, so let's put second 7.3. No, let's put 7.5 rings. Alright, so we get our eagle. We're on track. No mistake. I mean, really, guys, I'm actually putting my last shots in. That feels so good. You know what cats don't like? Saying rough. Alright, let's see if Bobby can kick my butt again. Same hole, same clubs. Is it the same wind? No, different wind. Wait a minute, no, it's the same wind. Ish. It's behind us, so you can't adjust for the driver. And he's probably already learned from his last shot. Not sure why he goes back. And then he'll go forward to aim again. Nope, already has the aim down. No worries. Ooh, you know what? That almost turned out pretty good. Right there. That was a pretty darn good shot right there. Alright, let's see here. All I have to do... Let's go ahead and... I mean, I hate to put backup on it, guys. Alright, we're going to go about 8 rings. Well, that button's in my way. As long as I clear the rough, I should be okay. You can't really put curl on it because it'll curl it right into the rough. Well, I don't know. On second thought, maybe I could have. I was worried about hitting that rough, though. Did I inch it in there? Or did he still beat me? Yeah, okay, I got it. Finally. In regular tour play, you just can't do what I just did. You'd have snagged the rough. So if I get that hole again, I'll put 2 back up on it and see what happens. Alright, so hole 6. Rocket. We're going to do the rocket on this one. Finally. And the ocean ball. Slide up here. I mean, if there was a way I could play those last 2 holes with the Thor, I would, but I'm just not comfortable. I mean, it was a full overpower with the extra mile 8. Now, let's go ahead and open this. I don't expect to get anything. And my expectations were met. And now I got to make room, just in case I win one. Go ahead and start that one. Check the clubs, make sure that they actually changed. It's not a bad idea, guys. Double check those clubs. Alright, so hole 6. Same hole we've just played twice in the shootout. And this is the first time I get to play it in regular tournament play. Looking around, I still have Wi-Fi, everything's good. Uh-oh. Then it pauses. Alright, so the wind is behind me again. So the practice has been pretty good. I just wasn't able to use this club. Alright, so a Rocket 10 is 6.8 at the 5. And I think that that's probably going to be about right. Being overcompensated. But then I got to do this. And I have no idea what it's going to do, but we'll see. Yeah, that works. So now I know that with full curl, full backspin, I just need to cheat it over a little bit more. And it looks like my adjustment is about right. 5 rings. So I'll be close every time now. So I can depend on the birdie, and then I can try to hone it in by the weekend. And that's what I did not want to do right there. That's why you got to have something with 100 backspin on it. And the only thing we have is the rocket. Alright, though I'm not too concerned with that wind, because it's not a crosswind, you still have to be careful. And there we go. Alright, so hole 7, we're going to go back to the extra mile. Just because the Thor doesn't quite reach comfortably to the left. And I would much prefer to have my thorn shot than worry about the shootout. And I think the shootout for this next hole is going to be hole 8 anyway. And I'll just back my Guardian off. Nice shot, sir. Nice shot. From the rough. BBGD. Okay. It's a big old big. Alright, and because I have the rocket, I really feel like I have an advantage here. Alright, just aim the tip of the cup, and 6.2, it's 6.8 at 5, so I'm going to take about 6. And I really choked it up to the hole. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I could have backed it up a little bit, but still, come on. as Juan would say. As Juan is probably saying right now, come on, come on. Ooh, and he's got the cat. I wouldn't play it from that far back, but you know what? If you're used to the shot, do what you want, man. Do what you want. I think he's playing it more like 1 mile per hour per ring. But, you know, with that great shot, it's working pretty good for him. Not perfectly, but still. 10 yards away from the pin on this hole, not bad. Alright, thanks. Big. See you soon. Alright, hole 7. Back to the extra mile. And everything else should be the same except the ball. Let's just go back to the Kingmaker. I know the rings for the Kingmaker, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, I can put the Royal Underwear ball in or something like that to give me a little bit more power, or I'm sorry, a little more wind reduction. Hat trick ball. But it's not that necessary on this hole. And by the way, I'm grinding these chests to get something, but I know better. I'm playing expert. I might get 1 card out of that platinum chest I need. I'm playing the summer major because I want to get to the weekend and I want to get that banner. I don't expect to get a top 3. I'm hopeful of a top 10. I'm not expecting a top 3 just because since the last summer major, the last major where I had 1 account first in rookie and 1 account first in pro, and didn't do too well above that. But once I hit the experts, the top 10s just stopped. There's just so many good people up there. Alright, here we go. Hole 7. I like to go left and curl it around with 3 topspin. Not 4, 3. Don't you put 4. You will regret it. And I think it's a slight over power. Or is it? Let's see. Yeah. So we're going to move it over here to where the wind's going to push it out in the white area of the target. I'm not even going to overpower it because last time I overpowered it, it almost went over. And I tried to great proof it just in case, but luckily I'm hitting this one perfect almost every time. Look at that. It still went over. 3 topspin, and it still went over. Alright, let me change that to 2 topspin. Really? Plus 2 top. Because it's not so important that I get it all the way to the top. The main thing is that I'm in the right area. Oh, he's got the hat trick ball. He likes to get rid of the wind and keep some power, but it's still going to be overpowered. Or he'll just go this way, which totally defeats the purpose of him using that ball. Now, if you're someone of Tommy's caliber, that wind pushing you that way, you could put a Berserker in with an extra mile 8, and I think there's a way that you can actually get across. I know Tommy tried it with an APOC, and it didn't quite work. Did he just tell himself nice shot? Where's my nice layup on here? I mean, at least try for the hard one. Yeah, I really need to have the rings for my Nirvana. written down. Well, you know, the guesstimation, that wasn't so bad. That's about as close as I could have expected the thorn to get, so can't be mad. Yeah, I used to have a lot more respect for the backbone, but once I learned the Saturn and the easy 2 per ring method, it just got so much closer than the backbone every single time. And then I went on Golf Clash Notebook and actually found out that there was a real number per ring. You know, too many people laughing at you. You have to learn them. Yeah, you're the emoji king, dude. Alright, here we go. Again, if he had made that shot, do whatever emoji you want. I'm happy for you. Alright, make your putt now. Don't mess it up. Mr. Kenny, 16,000 games. What's up with your clubs, man? If I had 16,000 games, I'd hope for at least an APOC 5. And you know, he's not a Mr. White Ball because he's got balls that you either you were only given 9 of them, so he probably bought some. Anyway, no hard feelings, Kenny. I know you're doing great. You're probably going to beat me on this. Congratulations. Let's see. Extra mile 8 is 10 at the white ring. But I always play double rings because it's so far downhill. And then for Guardian, well, I mean, it's double rings for the sniper, but it's a little bit less than double rings for the Guardian. Still, good shot, sir. Alright, so 8.7 rings. That's 5. That's 9. 8.7. Let's see how bad it is. Wow! I hit it perfect. I don't care if I hit the rough. I hit it perfect. Yeah, I almost took 9 rings. Almost. I don't know why you're so happy. Kenny, it would be different if you were like 2 yards from the hole. But dude, you beat someone that sucks at this hole. Alright, so what we got next? Hole 8? Yeah. Change back to the ocean ball and the rocket. Ocean. Takes forever to scroll up. Alright, good. Same hole. We're going to try it with the rocket. And at the edge of the white ring, which is 5 rings, it says 6.8, which, you know, should sound familiar since it's the 3rd time I used it. And I'm going to take an extra ring. And then I'll adjust for next time. And let's see if Kenny's stalking me. Alright, Balson, let's do it. Let's see, Balson's more of a... Looking at his trophy count and his... Okay, Thor 4. 2848. Yeah, I was going to say, he looks a little fresher. He looks newer. He likes the Expert. And he did not step down for this one, so I commend him for that. Again, if I had the APOC 5, I would not have stepped down. But I couldn't do it. I don't want any more of those skinny neckties. And I guess I should be watching to see what my opponent does. But, you know, he used a Thor 4. It has 74 backspin. I'm using the Ocean Ball with the 100 backspin. If I can't stop this ball right there in front of the hole, what good am I? Alright, what did we say? 6.8 is 5 rings. So 5.3. And then add an extra ring. That should be about right. Now what I didn't do was move it a little left of the hole. But since I did hit it perfect, I get to see what my mistake was. Yeah, move it to the left of the hole. Let's see, it's definitely 5 rings. Left of hole. So if I adjust right, I can't hit it right. If I hit it right, I can't adjust right. So that's a little fun fact for you guys. When you're setting up for this, you always have to aim it just left of the hole. Don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Alright, one more hole. And we'll see if we can upload this video. Yeah, see, I feel really bad for him. He had to hit out of the rough with basically the same hard shot. I've got plenty of backspin, but I don't want to... Oh! Dude, did you just give yourself a bogey? Okay, that's probably not right. When he gets out to a scorecard, hopefully it won't be like that. Reason number 426, why you never forfeit. Alright, so far no major mistakes and no extra balls falling. So if I get this, I'll be 12 under. But I have to make a very, very difficult first shot first. So let's put the extra mile in. I'd rather have the Thor for the shootout, but let's see. And I used a hat trick ball. But I'd rather give up the shootout than not know how to play the Thor. Let's make room for you. Let's do that one. And if you guys are thinking Tour 12 chess would have been so much better, I mean, I could expect one Apocalypse all week. And so if I get one Apocalypse during this week out of these Tour 9s, I'll have the same net effect, because it doesn't matter if I get 250 skewers as opposed to 50. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and start this one. And a top 10 in Expert. Well, seeing as how I got nothing in my top 20 Masters last time, top 25, whatever, maybe a top 10 Expert will actually have a couple of at least Nirvanas or something. cats. We'll see. 8.9. I think I'm going to get like 7.5-ish. No topspin, full right curl, hat trick ball. We're good to go. It's a 10 mile per hour adjustment at 5 rings, but that's been like that forever, so I don't have to check for that one. It's more of an elevation thing you have to worry about, and there's no elevation here. I think I'll adjust for about 4 rings if it's 7.5. Ooh. Not good, not good. .7, okay. Alright, so you just want to aim it right here, guys. Not too much topspin, though. It's okay to be a little short. Alright, then we want to move it over. Let's see. That's 2, that's 4 to 6, that's 7. And then I look to make sure that the 6 is way outside. And hit it perfect. Great might hurt you. Alright, so I'm in the zone, guys. I'm in the zone. Guardian for the second shot. And I believe I can get to the fairway with full overpower. So I just have to worry about that 8-mile-an-hour crosswind, which, you know, as long as you hit it perfect or great, you should still be on the green. The full backspin, it really sets you up. Come on, come on. Alright, so he set himself up where his eagle is more possible than my albatross. Alright, that's... the power 2 is definitely helping me. And the wind resistance 4. Now, this is not a full overpower. It's slightly less. I'm just going to move it over 5 rings. And then just pay attention to what it does. I hit great. Oh my God! Did you guys see that? Did anybody? Hello? Nope, nobody in chat. All by myself. But we got to do this. Boom, baby, boom!
Do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream.
Boom. Yeah, that won't happen again, guys. Okay. Now, I gotta find a way to stop the video and upload it without deleting it because nobody's gonna believe this. Alright, guys, I'll see you soon.